YouTubers. I made a salt circle. Kevin, can you show it to me? I felt the necessity to make this circle. Salt is very purifying, but apart from that, it's very protecting. And I really felt the necessity. Lately, my husband is coming down on me for my craft. He's saying I should go to church with him. But if you feel like the craft is for you, then you don't give up on it. Just find a space in your life. Make space for it. I'm a Wiccan. I've been practicing Wicca since I was 9 years old. I didn't even read a book. I was drawing circles. It came naturally to me. And then later on, when I was 13, I started studying Wicca. And I found out that I had been doing all of those things. It just came naturally. I come from a long line of very powerful women, psychics. So I made this circle, and it's not perfect. It's hard for me to make stars and circles perfect. It's more like the aura shaped, which is egg shaped. But as soon as I get in here, I feel calm. I feel like nothing can interfere with my energy. And that's been what I've been facing with these last few days. And I wanted to feel powerful again. I wanted to feel like myself, without anybody taking that away from me. So I suggest, you don't always have to make circles when you do rituals, but when you really feel you need that extra boost to feel like you're all yourself and there's nobody taking anything away from you. That's what I get from the circle. It's like reinforcing my aura. And if you sit in there for a few minutes, you can actually feel as if you can hear less out there and you're more in here. It's actually like a wall. And it feels good, especially with people who have problems with people wanting to tear down their boundaries. You could, on each corner, well, there's not really corners, but each side, put the element. The element, which it's good to be balanced. Air, fire, water, spirit. You could add elements on there to make them stronger. You could put extra wood. You could... The elements are, for example, sometimes I don't feel like doing magic. I feel like my magic isn't very strong. And what I'll do is I'll ask for air elements. Because the air, I feel like that's how you carry the magic. Your wishes to manifest is on the air. And air is magic. And if you have too much of an element in your body, it could make you sick. You could have too much of a fire element and you're always getting angry. You could ask for water, or even air or water, to help balance that out. When I have too much air element, it's when I have a cold and I'm getting respiratory infections. So I have to ask for fire. You can use a lot of different materials to make your circle. Ultimate for me is salt. You could also use, if you want to make something not too elaborate, you could just use rocks. Basically anything that you can get into. And if I had to get up suddenly, I would actually open, Calvin, can you show, honey? Just go down. I would actually open, if I had to go to the bathroom or do something in the middle of my my ritual, I would just open, and then I would go out, and then I would seal it back up. And then when I come back and I'm out here, I will just open it back up so that it's secure. Okay, Calvin, put it up here, sweetie. And also, if I don't actually like putting my hands out, I feel like that's cutting the energy. So I just kind of keep in the circle once I'm in here. That represents the aura and a lot of protection. It's important to feel like you're protected, or that you're worth it, that you can be protected. Because you can. And you will if you feel like you need it at the time. I have an altar. I have all kinds of interesting things on the altar. I have... Someday I'll show my altar. It's in the middle of my house, which is strange because my husband's a Mormon, and he wouldn't let me, for the longest time, no altar. He was embarrassed. But somehow I've gotten to where my altar's actually in the middle of the house. So these remind me of chi balls. I used to be very uptight about my altar. It had to be in a special place, and if a kid moved a little rock, I would feel, oh my God, they moved something on my altar. They've moved the energy. And lately I've realized that's not what it's about. It's not about, oh, it's not perfect, my altar. Somebody touched it. It's just about really connecting with other people through my altar. And when I'm going to do a ritual, I will clean it more. I will definitely take better care of it when I'm going to do my rituals. Lots of people have their altars. What I think is fun is Catholic people. I've actually bought a lot of things from a Catholic store. They have really cool stuff. There's a crow here. I'm not sure, I forget his name. I should know this. And then there's another guy. He's in the mountains, and I guess he was like kind of like a hermit, but yet people would come to him, and they wanted to know if they were sick. They would give them they would tear their clothes off and give him strips of clothes, and he would have his hands up to God saying, help this person. He would even write their name on the clothes. So I think that's really cool. I gotta remember their names. Really cool. I love going to Catholic stores. They go all out with saints and their candles too. I love it. So they're very elaborate. Yeah, it's my beeswax candle. Very high vibration, and it seems like the candle actually gets excited about the rituals. It gets really big. And then at the end of the ritual, actually sometimes it'll just put itself out. Or if my energy's not very positive at the time, and I want to do a ritual just because I'm stressed out, and it won't even light. So it's a really very responsive candle. And just make your things your own. I think putting your energy on something and putting it maybe somewhere where people won't be messing with it. My mother used to love to have this chalice that I didn't even get to use it. It was really beautiful to drink out of. And I guess she knew that I was studying Wicca, and so twice she just stepped on it. I saw it. She didn't admit to it, but I saw that it was squished on the ground where she had been walking. And I said, Mom, what happened? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't do anything. And I feel like people really try to sabotage what I'm doing, but I'm not going to take it that serious. I get a lot of hate mail too, but I believe you have a right to give me hate mail if you feel that way. Maybe tone it down a little. I think it's important that everybody puts out their voice, their opinion. As long as it's not taking away from me, don't try to put your energy on my chakra, my chakra that's here, that helps me express myself. I was with my husband the other day on a bus, and I just mentioned something, and he said to me, "Oh, shut up." It's like, God, he could have said, well, I don't agree with you, but it seemed like he was completely ignoring the way I felt. And it was hard for me because I felt like he was putting something on my chakra, and I had to, it took me a day or so to actually clear my chakra. And I guess when I was a kid, a lot of people would shush me. And so I guess the worst thing for me that someone could do, they could say, "Oh, B, I don't believe in that," or insult me. But like one of the worst things is just completely telling me that I shouldn't even express myself. Everybody should express themselves, even if it seems crazy to others. It's very important. I spent most of my life not talking. I couldn't even tell somebody when I had to go to the bathroom when I was in a group, because I felt like everybody was more important, everything they were doing, and that's the way I grew up. My mom taught me to be submissive. That was in the 70s, 80s. It was a little bit different. People were starting to feel like they had a voice. So I've definitely broken free, and there's nothing I won't, I'm completely honest, there's nothing I won't talk about. Whether that be good or bad, for my husband probably bad, but I just feel like I don't have a persona that I actually put out there, like, oh, you gotta believe I'm good, trust me, or there's so many personas out there. I don't have any. I just tell you how it is, how it is for me though. And if there's something from it that you could use, that's great. And if not, that's okay. Maybe there's a little something in there. Because I teach classes and I want people to know, don't completely believe what I say. You need to feel it yourself. Make it your own. I have a student that I talk to daily. She always calls me, and she thinks I'm something bigger than I am, and I'm not. I want her to have the tools so that she can do it too. And that's what I'm trying to do with my videos, so that everybody has the tools to, more than anything, my message is to have a voice. And don't let anybody take your voice away from you. Don't let anyone take it away from you. I guess that's all. I think my cameraman, my cameraman's arms are getting sore and he keeps moving. I don't want him to get too tired there. So this was a brief video, and I love you all. Doesn't matter what our beliefs are. I just love everybody, and I want everybody to be able to say what they feel, but hopefully in a loving way. Take care. Blessed be.